How we doing, guys? World Baseball Traveler here, episode 2 of the vlog. As you guys know, we came into this week at 4-0, still undefeated, but we had a hard test in front of us getting ready for Stuttgart this past weekend. So let's start back to Monday. Monday was an off day for us. I decided to come in, get a workout in, T progression once again. I know I talk about it all the time, but it's something that I like to do. Tuesday was a bit of a different day for me. I woke up really early, about 5 a.m., left the house, got into the facility, got a good workout in, more of a power lift, and then again went through my hitting routine, and then spent a lot of time that morning kind of putting together vlog number 1. Spent a lot of time at the desk and really trying to get my thoughts together and how to put together this vlog, being that I've never done it before, and now here we are in episode 2. Wednesday was practice day for us. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are practice days for us. So again, after that lift on Tuesday and making the vlog, went home, relaxed for a bit, came back and had a good practice. Wednesday, no lift for me. Didn't do anything on Wednesday morning because I was going to throw live on Wednesday. Haven't thrown live in about 3 or 4 weeks, so needed to get some live ABs in and get my arm ready for the weekend to possibly get some innings in on the mound. Me being a veteran guy, I know not to set my expectations too high or to get too deep into my own head if it doesn't go well in practice. So Wednesday's live ABs were exactly what I thought they were going to be. My feel for the breaking balls weren't there. They would come and go. I could get, a couple over where I wanted them to for strikes, and when it was time to use them as put-away pitches, they just weren't as sharp as I wanted them to be. And they were a little bit hit or miss, and that's what to be expected when you haven't thrown in a while. My velo wasn't up. It was, average velo, probably about 85, 86. But what I did like that was there was my competitiveness. I threw about 2 innings live. Each inning had guys in scoring position, but figure out a way to compete, make competitive pitches, and get out of them without giving up any runs. So I'm happy that that was there, because that's something that I believe should never go and never go away, because that's kind of who I am. I compete. It doesn't matter if we're playing dominoes, video games, or whatever it is. My mindset is I'm going to kick your butt. So my mindset was good, but the feel and the velocity just wasn't there, and that's to be expected. Not throwing for a while, still not in 100% shape to get out there and be at my 100%. But baseball is a process, and we're getting to. For me personally, I'm getting to that point where I want to be when it comes to game day. So Wednesday through live, then went through practice. Again, practices here are really cool, man. They're structured. I've talked to guys here before on my team. I have the utmost respect for these guys, because these guys go to work all day. There's a guy that works at Audi. There's a guy that works for Audi. There's guys that are salesmen. There's guys that go to work in school all day long, and they come to practice and they bring the right mindset to be successful. They don't go through the motions. They actually get their work in. They don't, for lack of a better term, half-ass it. They really do get after it, and that's something that I really do appreciate about this team, and I respect about the guys that are here. And you'll find a lot of that overseas, guys that go to work, and baseball is something that they come to the field to enjoy. So for them to have that mentality that I'm going to get my work in but enjoy it at the same time is something that I really respect about overseas baseball players, and especially on this team. So rolling into Thursday. Thursday was a really cool day. Earlier that day, I went to the park, spent time with the family, went into the city, and just had a good time just clearing your mind away from baseball, because I'm also a believer in the fact that baseball is kind of who I am. It's my identity. I've been playing this game since I was 4 years old. I love it, but I also realize that I have to get away from it. And you have to get away from it and enjoy what's important in life, and that's family, and that's appreciating the fact that I'm in a different country that I've never been before, in a different city. So to go out into the city and walk around and take in the park and spend time in the park and just kind of get away from baseball and just enjoy the simple things was really nice for me. And then obviously Thursday, come back after spending that time away from baseball, get to the field, get a good workout in, go through my T progression before practice, and was really cool. The coach here, great communication skills. Me and him are really similar in terms of wavelength and how we talk to each other and how we kind of approach the game of baseball. And it was cool to, after my T progression and he kind of watching it, to spend about 30 to 45 minutes just talking about hitting and having more my ears open rather than my mouth talking, and getting a chance to just sit there and learn. Wrote down a lot of those concepts in my book that I keep, of conversations that I have with people about hitting, pitching, and just approaches to the game. So that was really cool for me, and I really enjoyed that. And then Thursday, again, a really good practice to get ready for Stuttgart, because we were going to leave Friday and get there a day early, spend some time in the hotel, get some good rest, because Stuttgart's one of the only teams that do a doubleheader. So we're going to play a doubleheader on Saturday, and I've talked about it before. This season is a playoff weekend every weekend, and winning 2 games kind of crosses a team off the playoff list if you continue to handle your business for the rest of the season. So Friday we jump on the bus. I showed up early, did some hitting, spent some time with the family at the facility, which was really cool. And then jumped on the bus again. Cool bus ride. Sat in the front seat with the coach again, and we just talked. Had some good conversations. Had some good conversations with some guys on the bus. Get into Stuttgart and go to a really cool team dinner, a beer garden on the river. It was a little bit late at night, but it was still really cool to walk through the city of Stuttgart. Really old European style looking buildings and things like that. And I thought the walk was really cool. I mean, a kid growing up in Los Angeles, I'm used to big skyscrapers and modern buildings, and to walk through a city that has cobblestone streets and old architecture, I thought that was I thought that was really cool. Cool dinner again with the team. Sat there, talked, laughed, joked, and just had a really good dinner and a good meal. Went back that night, tried to get some sleep in. Couldn't sleep too well. I don't know what it is about these hotel beds here, man, but I can't get a good night's sleep. And then Saturday, of course, it rains. So Saturday morning, wake up for breakfast, and it's pouring rain. We're thinking, are we going to play? Are the games going to get pushed back to Sunday? What's the deal? We go to the field, and if you were following me on my Instagram, you saw I posted some videos of us at the field, and it's still raining a little bit. And then all of a sudden, it stops raining on the field, and for the first time ever, I saw this rolly contraption that did a good job of getting the field ready for game time. So I thought I posted about that, and I thought that was really cool. Maybe I'm just being a bit of a baseball nerd, but I thought that was cool. Got ready to play. Game 1, we faced a really good German pitcher. To me personally, I don't know if it was not going through a good warm-up routine. I tried to get my T progression in, but they didn't have batting cages, so it was kind of just a hit off a tee into a net with a little bit of old school side toss. Didn't get to take BP on the field and get the body going. So I don't know if it was that or if the guy was just good, but I tip my cap to that guy. He had a good 2-seam, a cutter that wasn't on the scouting report, but the cutter was really good. He just lacked that cool and calm demeanor when it came time to pressure situations. His first inning, he carved me up, dude. I mean, 2-seam away, got me fishing. Was expecting that a lot of things that he would throw would move away from me, but it didn't. Second pitch, went hunting, saw something over the plate, start my swing, and it ends up, on my hands, and I do a little bit of a check swing, and he gets me. Throws a pitch in the dirt, gets a little bit wild, throws a pitch up and away, gets wild, and then spots a good 2-seam that I swung through, a little bit off the plate. But I tip my cap to that guy. First inning came out, looked really good. But our team is deadly because we've got 9, 10, 11 guys on our hitting side of our roster that are hard outs, and we kind of just wore him down inning after inning. And eventually in the third inning, he ends up walking me, walking the next guy. We're bouncing around. He's not doing well with runners on base. Leaves a cookie for our number 4 hitter. Hits another C to right center, and 3-run shot. And from there on, we started rocking and rolling, and ended up winning that game 6-1, which is huge because winning game 1 kind of puts the pressure on them, takes the pressure off of us, gives us a chance to get 2 on the weekend, which is huge when we're trying to make this playoff hunt, because I mean we're almost halfway through the season basically. And 30-minute break, go into game 2. Their American player is here. He got here before COVID. Good lefty. We faced him. He was kind of dealing. I mean, it was 3-1 going into the 5th inning. I went 3 for 4 off of him, saw the ball pretty well. And later on the game, I think from us wearing them down in game 1 and them having to use quite a few relievers, they only had really 1, maybe 2 guys to go to out of the bullpen. And I don't think they've had to be in that kind of pressure-packed situation in a close ball game where you have to make those tough decisions. And left him in for a little bit too long. The guy played game 1 as a DH, ran the bases, swung the bat, and then going into the 5th inning, started getting a little bit tired, ended up giving up 2, tied the ball game up, throws a wild pitch, we score the 4th run, take the lead, and then one of our young guys, a third baseman, gets a 1-0 cookie down the middle and hits an absolute tank to left field, a 3-run shot, and we kind of break the game open from there. Both of our starters on our side did really well, kept us in the ball game. Shout out to Jan Tomac, who went game 1, 7-inning, 1-run shutout, or 1-run complete game. Should have been a shutout. Their field was a little bit small to right field. Pop up, got out to give up that 1 run. So there's an asterisk by that one. So yeah, we took 2 games on Saturday, which is huge. Still undefeated, 6-0. Have a stretch of home games coming up here, which is going to be huge for us. And then on the bus ride home, we stop at a nice little beer garden, get some dinner in us, have a good conversation, and just kind of enjoy, again, the vibes of winning. Sunday was a day for me and my family. We went to a buddy of ours, Matt Vance, and his wife, Minnie. I'm looking to get maybe an interview with him and share his story, because he's a guy who went to a pretty prestigious D1. Wait till you hear where this guy went to college. I'll leave that a mystery for now, but this guy went to a pretty tough school to get into. Came out here, and he's been playing for Regensburg for years. Met his wife, who was a softball player, and now they're married, got married here, have 2 wonderful children. So we drove out to their house, about 30 minutes out of Regensburg, and just spent all day with them and just enjoying family time. And that was really, really cool for us. And here we are now on Monday and getting ready to start the grind again, working on vlog number 2. So I hope you guys enjoy what the process was for this past week, rolling into Stuttgart and getting 2 wins.